guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty, and we are going back to the basics. So I want to do a skincare and makeup series where we really get back to the basics, the skeleton. I think there's been a lot of stuff out there that you have to have like this 17-step routine, and you do not. It can be very overwhelming. If you are not obsessed with skincare, makeup, beauty in general, like some of us are, you could have no idea where to start, and most people really don't. And I am not a dermatologist. I did not go to school, although I went to school for makeup, and I am obsessed with skincare. I have read a ton of scientific articles. I will leave some of my favorite YouTubers below that can explain this in great detail. There's a lot of crazy stuff out there about stuff that's harmful. Is it harmful? Is it not? Do I need 10 steps? Do I not? Do I double cleanse? Do I not? Do I do whatever it is, silk pillowcase, whatever it is that you have questions about? I'm going to give you some basic stuff. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I've done a ton of research and I know it works on my skin personally. And I know that a very basic, simple routine can actually be better for most people. And I like to recommend things that are also pretty affordable. So today, we're just gonna start with a simple routine for night. Then we'll do a simple routine for morning. I'm gonna get into what is a balm, what is an oil, what is a face wash, like do you need to double, like all of those things, like what's hyaluronic acid, what's benzoyl peroxide, or what is retinol. We'll go through all of those things again. And I've done some deep dives into these products, these ingredients in the past, but you know, they're like years old. So I think we need to do a little bit of an update so that you're not digging 5 years behind, like trying to find these videos. So you can reference them when you have questions. So we're gonna start with the nighttime routine. Nighttime routine, I still believe in double cleansing. Even if you do not wear makeup. People will say, well, I don't wear makeup, so I don't need to do any of that. I can just do a little splash. Look, I don't do a little splash on my body, so I wouldn't do a little splash on my face, even if you don't wear makeup. I highly recommend doing a double cleanse. Now, if you have, so this is step one, right? Step one, nighttime routine, a double cleanse. Your first cleanse should be either an oil or a balm or something very gentle and something to really break up what's on your face. Whether it's a full beat, full glam, contour, highlight makeup, or literally just SPF. And if you're not wearing SPF, stop it. It's a must, okay? There's no negotiation on that. I personally use an oil. I like it the best because I don't go through it as quickly as I do a balm. Sometimes I wear waterproof mascara, and so I really love an oil. If you have oily and acne prone skin like I do, you can still use an oil. I do not break out from this one. You just have to find the one that is right for you. And again, in the future, we're going to go over ingredients and which one is good for dry or oily or combo or aging or whatever. I have very oily skin that has continued to get more oily as I've gotten older, and I have aging skin. I'm going to be turning 44 very soon, and I personally like the Anua. It is Heart Leaf Vitamin E Control Cleansing Oil, Pore Control Cleansing Oil. So it is an oil, but it's not going to break you out. I have lots of recommendation on oils. This can be good for all skin types. It doesn't have to be oily, but if you're oily, you shouldn't be afraid to use this one in particular. I really like this brand. You can get it on Amazon, whatever. You can get it on K-beauty sites, etc. But I really do like that you can get it on Amazon. I purchased mine more recently on Ulta, which I'm excited for because I can get my points. Amazon, you're gonna get a quicker delivery, but Ulta, you can get your points. So whichever one you wanna do. Secondly, I would do a regular cleanser. Now, you have to be very careful. Again, we'll go over ingredients later, but there is no reason that you should be spending a ton of money on cleanser. The cleanser does not stay on your face. However, this drugstore company is absolutely fabulous. I had somebody who had been trying hundreds, $200s, $300 worth of skincare products on her skin, and she was still getting very itchy, very red, very bumpy skin. I was like, just switch to CeraVe, just go simple, and it was gone. So I will 1000% stand by this. I do have some other recommendations as well, but I'm gonna just throw this out there if you need to run to the store and get something very quickly. I personally use the one for normal to oily. This is foaming facial cleanser. I get the biggest one. Do not use the foaming facial cleanser if you are dry. That's a no. This is for oily skin. They have one made for dry skin, and just look for that. Look for that on the bottle. CeraVe is really good. Prequel is really good, and there's one more, but again, I'll list some drugstore or affordable ones in the list below in the description box. But we are not trying to break the bank here. We are trying to get the most for our money with the most simple plan as possible. So you're gonna oil cleanse number 1, or balm cleanse. Number 2, regular old cleanse. Number 3, I really suggest using nighttime for your renewal. So this is any sort of acid or retinol where your skin is doing a lot of work and where it could possibly get a little irritated. Maybe you get some peeling, redness. So you want those products to be at night. So that's BHA, AHA, alpha hydroxy acid. So AHA is alpha hydroxy acid. I keep saying acid. And then BHA is salicylic acid. So any of those acids, or, right, like the Naturium BHA liquid exfoliant, you could use that. You could use the ordinary glycolic acid, 7%. You could use the Good Molecules exfoliating treatment. It's a mix of the acids. I am personally doing Agency Formula, Future Formula right now, and this has tretinoin, azelaic acid, tranexamic acid, niacinamide. All of these are acids and can be irritants. They're renewing the skin. They're kind of breaking through and showing something new in the morning. So you definitely want to put this, sandwich this with moisturizer. So step 1, balm or oil cleanse. Step 2, traditional cleanse. Step 3, your renewal, your acid, your tretinoin, which is your retinoid, your retinol. That's going to go on after your face is dry and rested and clean. Now, you don't have to do a serum. You can do a toner, okay? You got toners, you got serums. You don't want to do 3 or 4 of them. You want to do one only, okay? Some sort of resurfacing something. And then lastly, you want to moisturize. So double cleanse, resurface, whatever that is for you. And then lastly, you want to moisturize. Now, depending on what your skin is like, what season you're in, you might want to add a bunch together, right? Right now, with my retinol being kind of a high percent, I'm getting a lot of peeling. So I am kind of sandwiching it by doing a lotion or moisturizer, this, and then another lotion. If you get irritated very easily, you want to do the moisturizer after the cleanse and then your acid on top. So it just depends on how irritated your skin gets, how sensitive your skin gets, if you're oily or dry, etc. I'm always going to recommend CeraVe. If you're super dry, the tub is awesome. I like this one because it's ultra lightweight because I have very oily skin. There is something very special about CeraVe. There's something very, very special between the ceramides and the niacinamide and the hyaluronic acid and all the good, delicious, research-based ingredients. It's going to lock in the moisture. If you want some extra moisture, you can add in hyaluronic acid. I personally have it as, where did it go? I personally have it as an ordinary thing like this, like in a little droplet bottle. You don't want to use hyaluronic acid straight with nothing on top. You want to make sure that you mix it in with your moisturizer or top it with your moisturizer / occlusive. Hyaluronic acid pulls moisture from the environment and the air, and it clings to your lips, it clings to your skin, it clings to your body, whatever it is, wherever you're putting it. However, if you don't put on something to seal it, an occlusive, it's going to pull out the moisture from your skin and make you even more dry. So you never want to do hyaluronic acid by itself. CeraVe tends to have it already baked in, which is why I love it. Mine has 3 essential ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. It's oil-free, it's fabulous. They have one that's more moisturizing for dry skin. If I need extra when I'm peeling, I like to use oil. If you are oily, rosehip seed oil is fabulous. It's almost like antibacterial. It's not going to cure any sort of disease or anything, but it does get in there and kind of heal some of my acne scars without breaking me out. If you are more dry, you want to do marula oil. You want to do a heavier, thicker, more occlusive oil. And I like to just mix that in with my moisturizer. So you could mix in hyaluronic acid, you could mix in oil, whatever it is, however, whatever level of moisture that you need. So let's review. You're gonna do either a balm or an oil. You're gonna break down the makeup, the skincare, whatever you have on your face. You're going to then cleanse it off with your cleanser specific for your skin type. Then you're going to use a treatment, whether it's an acid or retinol, something like that. That could be hyaluronic acid, not hyaluronic acid, AHA, BHA, retinol, something like that. Mine personally is the Agency Future Formula. Then you're going to moisturize, whatever combo you need. We're going back to the basics, and that is it. And then you're gonna take your sweet butt to bed, drink lots of water, go pee in the middle of the night, and wake up refreshed and gorgeous. So that's your simple nighttime routine. It really doesn't need to be more than that. Stay tuned for morning routine, and let me know if you have any questions down below. I'll put everything I mentioned down below. Let me know your routine and if you have a ton of steps or if you're more of a simplistic person. I think that's it, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.